check. Button check.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to yet again another day of checking them buttons. Thank you guys for tuning in. It is Thursday. We didn't have a comedy sketch up front this time, but we'll definitely have one for the next episode. Still going to keep it funny either way. Thank you guys, because we got so much to talk about. There is a lot of shit popping right now in the FGC, so we definitely got them hot topics, definitely got them hot clips, and we're about to jump into it all. Let's go.
Anti-air, yes! Bro, I'm so scared. Who's gonna take it? V reversal, Knuckle do.
Nice block!
But Laura has so much V-bar still left to go.
Yo, they might double KO again.
The jump short. No way, no way. Oh, Knuckle do with the lead, but he's still all blocks.
What a block!
Wow, the clutch block.
Oh my god, Knuckle do, you win. Congratulations. I know, second place.
Bro,
It
good
came
job.
down to the last decision.
All right, and now into the first set of buttons that need to be checked. This one starts right here with the CPT champ himself, IDOM, all the way from that East Coast, baby. So as you know, y'all know IDOM, right? Best Laura in the damn world. The dude is amazing, right? Definitely deserves everything he's been getting recently. So anyway, there's a big discussion right now because, as you know, the CPT is underway, right? It's starting now. A lot of people are excited because we're finally getting, you know, some action again. But on this side, it looks like we have some gatekeeping. A lot of FGC, a lot of players, especially them pro players that after that money, they're feeling a certain type of way about IDOM because they feel like, yo, when you win that shit, you're already in for the next year. You're in. There's no point in you competing in the CPT, especially online, because you're not going to get any extra money, like 80 points. None of that matters. You're already in. So, of course, you got two sides of the coin, and it picks up right here with IDOM. He says, I don't understand why people are mad I'm in CPT Online. I was gatekept twice in 2017 and 18 by Punk. It sucks, but I just want to play the game like the rest of everyone. All right, so let's unpack this. So, first of all, he admits it. That's what's up. He's like, yo, I was gatekept by Punk. See, I didn't know that. So he said he was gatekept by Punk twice. 2017, 2018, and he says it sucks. So it's cool because he's like, yo, I know some of you might think it sucks for you, but check it out. I just want to play the game that I love like everybody else. So real talk, this is actually my first time reading this like in front. I just kind of skimmed it before. I respect that because he's like admitting what it is. He's like, yo, just deal with it. But of course, in a cool way, he's not being a prick about it. So let's get to the responses. The first set of responses, like you see here on the screen, pretty much are siding with him. They're like, it doesn't make sense to me. People want to win a spot at Capcom Cup without playing against somebody they'd face at Capcom Cup, and it's not like you erase a spot by winning. Other people, Jonathan Gray from Event Hub says, no one has the right to tell you if you can or cannot play Street Fighter V. You've earned everything you've got, and ignore the haters. It's just jealousy. You deserve the right to practice and train just like everyone else. And I love Knuckle Dude's response right here. He's like, bring it, motherfucker. That's what's up, man. But then Brian F brings up a point right here. He posts this saying, because it makes grand finals pointless if you're in it. I think you should be able to enter if you're allowed, of course, but it seems like something Capcom would rule out, especially since there's no money, no seating, no nothing on the line. And then others bring up the point that I was thinking of right here. They say, if you don't compete, you'll get rusty. So it doesn't make sense for me for people to ask you not to play. Because I was thinking the same thing. if you're the champ, you would want to play, right? So you can get used to people, to see how you match up. You can't be disqualified, so you're like, what do you got to lose? All you're gonna do is pretty much learn matchups and not get rusty. But then the homie Cool Kid actually weighs in and makes some points. He made 2 videos. I'm gonna post those right here. Check it out.
Shed some light on the whole IDOM being in, you know, the CPT Online. He already qualified for Capcom Cup. I feel like, first off, everybody should just stop being down each other's throats. You know, I see the whole, you scared to play him, you know, you this, you that. Are people seriously mad that, you know, just like, you know, sometimes it just comes down to communication and hearing the other sides. A lot of times people just be yelling at each other and you ain't really listening to understand, you just listening to respond. And, you know, from my point of view, you know, I can't speak for everybody. I always, you know, hated that. I always disliked that. You know, being able to, you know, even back when Kazunoko was dominating DBZ, he was already qualified. He still was able to enter. It's like, if you already able to enter, I mean, if you already qualified, why should you be able to enter? Like, why can't companies make a small tournament for the people that qualified already or something, just to keep them busy, if that's the case? You know, I feel like if people trying to scratch and claw and make a dream a reality, then they should be able to do so and not have to worry about, you know, getting gatekept by people that's already qualified. That's how I see it. I always kind of, you know, dislike that stuff. And, you know, IDOM the homie, I love playing IDOM, and I'm sure other people love playing IDOM too. But, you know, I feel like people, this is not the time that I should have to run into you. You know, that's what people basically feeling like. And you ain't getting no money from it. You know, there's no incentive at all. You know, you got all these online tournaments. People feel like just sit this one out.
All right, so first off, I like that he said we all need to stop the griping. Let's all stop going for each other's throat. But then he does point out, saying on the side that it doesn't make sense that he should play in pools. He also points out that, yeah, the argument could be made, why don't you just beat him? Why don't you just play him? It's not like anybody's never, you know, beaten him before, but it does seem like he sticks on the side like it just doesn't make sense, like Brian was saying. He shouldn't play even if he's allowed, because gatekeeping just doesn't seem like it's the way. And then with that being said, it kind of like brings you back to what IDOM said, like, yo, I know it sucks, I know it's not fair, but it happened to me twice, and this is something I want to do, so it is what it is. All right, and now into the next set of buttons that need to be checked. So this one we talked about on Sunday, where FChamp was banned, right? It was posted a few days ago if you guys want to check out that video. So he made a horrible joke. A lot of TOs in America banned him because they were like, yo, this is in super bad taste. He made an apology. Some people accepted it, others didn't. It was a big thing, still is. And it even got bigger. So just yesterday, Capcom Fighters posted this saying, Ryan FChamp Ramirez is hereby banned indefinitely from Capcom-owned and/or operated events, including Capcom Pro Tour and Street Fighter League, for violating the player code of conduct. This is a global ban, meaning it applies to tournaments and events in all locations throughout the world. So, of course, as you can imagine, you have a lot of people responding to this. And this is the second subject that we're talking about. Before we get to the responses, you know what else surprised me? This shit was even covered by ESPN. Did y'all know that on the ESPN website, I'll post some of that right here, there's a section where they cover esports and like League of Legends and all that stuff. And if you go down, it says FGC, Fighting Game Community, and they actually did an article. Somebody there did a story, did a piece on this, and covered this happening. I didn't even know about this to the homie Mikey Joel. What's up, Mikey? I'll put your information on the screen right now. He actually pointed this out and said, yo, people need to watch What's Up, man, because they posted this on ESPN. First of all, I didn't even know ESPN got down with us like that. Second of all, they really paying attention. People are like, yo, we're entering a new phase right now. They're really paying attention. It's almost like they're treating us like true esports without being true esports, like they're trying to prep us to get there. But you know what I'm saying? It's like everything, they're watching everything, and they're really penalizing people. Not just, like we're talking about, not just how you act at tournaments, but now how you act online, because we've seen nothing but that this year. So a lot of people are going into like, how are we so soft? Remember, we just talked about that. Some people are saying like this is what was needed. Other people are just in shock. They were like, shit, damn, this is really a thing. This is really happening. This is the other thing I wanted to talk about. A lot of people, I've seen this since it happened, and it seemed to kind of go away, but it always kind of lingered there. Everybody wanted to bring it up, especially if Mr. Wizard was posting, and it happened especially in this post. Instantly, people are bringing up still infiltration. All you can see, one after another, after another, after another, and another, it doesn't stop. It literally goes all the way down under this post more than anything else. It just seems like there is a lot of people that are simply saying they are not satisfied. Now, as you know, some people are like, yo, the man already served his time. The court's over there. He did everything he was supposed to do. I think he paid a fine or something like that. Now, that's an old argument, so I'm not going to bring up the whole thing. But some people said he already served his time. He was banned for like, what, a year or something like that. And now he's back. For a lot, as you can see right here on the screen, they're not satisfied. They were like, how does somebody do what infiltration did, and then you got somebody else like this, or that said some slurs, you know, talking about Zero Blast and whatnot, get banned almost, it seems like they got banned worse than infiltration. Now, these are not my words. This is what people are saying. I'm sure you can probably see some of this on the screen right now. So it comes down to one of those things where like, people have done this for other players, and they have got the attention. They have got the attention of local tournaments. And when I say local, I mean in America. And then some of it goes to like Evo, some of it goes to right here, Capcom Fighters right now. And they do like a global ban and stuff like this, just from like outrage, you know, that continues to pour out. So when outrage continues to pour out, like after what, I don't know, what has it been, like a year or something like that, for the infiltration situation, they start to talk about, is it going to affect something? Are TOs going to start to notice? Now, from what I've seen, when people are asking, just from what I've seen, I haven't seen anybody really comment on it. I've seen other people get mad because they're like, Mr. Wizard just blocked me when I said it to him. And, oh, he blocked me too when I said it to him. Other ones I just haven't seen respond. So the way that it looks right now, now I'm not putting words in people's mouth. I'm just saying the way it looks. It looks that from the TO side, that they are kind of taking the stance that time was served. And there was already a judgment, and that was like a year ago, so it was done. Or it should be done, is what I said. But for others, as you could tell, it's not. And I'm sure if you're watching this channel, if you keep up with the FGC at all, you've seen this before. People are like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Now on this side, keeping it real, I actually thought, like anything else, I thought that, yeah, it would keep up. I mean, it was a huge thing. Like I remember it like yesterday. And then it was almost like time served, and then he came back, and it seemed to fade away at times, so I thought naturally, eventually it would fade away, but this one hasn't. This one seems like it just kind of We're gonna ban this motherfucker right here. One day we're gonna. All right, so what I'm saying is this one surprised me because I figured like it would phase out, that people would move on, especially with all the things going on in the world and stuff like that, you know, with everything going on online. But no, anytime there's a mention of banning, it seems like people are real quick to bring up infiltration. They are simply saying that it's not enough. We want more. They want a permaban. And of course, banning has always been a thing, but I mean, it's like a thing more than ever now. You know what I'm saying? Like we made the joke earlier, like we got the most bans from tournaments ever in a year where we have no tournaments. You know, like everything is online, but it is definitely a thing. We are definitely watching tweets more than ever, bad jokes more than ever, racial stuff more than ever, people calling out people, there was the argument made like how, F-Champ said, how could I get banned for doing something that I didn't even do at a tournament? It was my personal life. My personal life. And then one can make the argument like, if they went through all of our records as people, stuff we did in junior high, high school, maybe we got a DUI or something like that. All of our personal shit, maybe we went through a divorce, we had to argue with my girl, you know, stuff that happens in life, but they got it on tape, then are we getting banned? Like, is everybody up for getting banned from a tournament? It's a weird area, and right now I'm not going on record saying what's right and what's wrong. I'm just saying it's a new area that we're entering as the FGC because they're trying to figure out what's the proper way to keep people safe and to ban people that don't belong in that atmosphere, pretty much negative influences. But it also is an important question. I was talking to Dirty Low because Dirty Low was like, man, it just doesn't feel right in a way to mess up personally on a personal level. And if somehow it gets recorded, whether it's on Twitter, a screenshot, videotape, audio, or something like that, and gets leaked, then all of a sudden it becomes a tournament FGC issue and we can get canceled and we can get banned. There's certain things. I've seen people being accused of being pedophiles, like older guys, dating younger players. They were banned. And I get that because that was something in the gaming community. It was happening at tournaments and stuff like that. I get every situation is different, so it definitely should be case by case. But in saying that, I think it does have a lot of players in the FGC worried because they're like, yo, what we're doing now strictly because we're eventually going to be super esports, or is it just for the good altogether? So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. This episode just felt a little quicker. I'm not sure what the time is on that, but it felt quicker from the other one. But anyway, thank you guys for all the love. Definitely let me know, how do you feel about this whole new chapter that we're entering with the code of conduct? Do you think it's because we are headed for the path of esports with the possibility of like LOL fighters coming our way and blowing us the hell up? You know, it's a good thing because of the opportunities for players and money and all that stuff. But as far as truly becoming esports, it's really gonna change everything. So once again, definitely let me know how you feeling. Love you guys forever. See you soon, y'all. That was weird. See you soon, y'all. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
It looks like we have some gatekeeping. A lot of FGC, a lot of players, especially them pro players that after that money, they're feeling a certain type of way about IDOM.